Today was a crazy day. I had so much planned, I had so much I wanted to do, and I did most of it. But not without any trials and tribulations. And believe me, there was a lot. So, you know, I'm an organized guy, or at least I try to be. I'm I'm not perfect, but I thought to myself, okay, I think that I always waste so much time watching way too much YouTube and playing too much video gaming during my days off because I don't really have a schedule or I don't have something telling me what to do during the day. And so, why not make my own schedule? And that's exactly what I did. So, I got out Google Tasks and I did my best to make a good block schedule. So, like 7:30, check for updates on phone for just 5 minutes. Done with that. Okay, then 7:35. Okay, I'm going to go and make breakfast, right? Awesome. And then after that, it probably takes 30 minutes, 15 to make the food, 15 to sit and enjoy and eat the food. Okay, now I'm going to go for a walk while listening to that audiobook I talked about yesterday. The science fiction one where you're in the future. It's the player of games, that one. Yeah, it sounds awesome. And then when I get back, I'm going to work on editing this big video project that I've been always wanting to do for a really long time. And then finally, I can record this video and talk about how awesome my day was. Well, it was still pretty good. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't what I was expecting. And I'll tell you why. When I got up, there was a whole lot of dishes in the dishwasher. And so, of course, I had to clean them. So I rinsed them. I put them in the kitchen dishwasher as opposed to the living room dishwasher. But I put them in there, and I put them in, and boom, that's 30 minutes already. You're like, dang, ooh, that took a while. Oh, dang, I have clothes that I haven't washed yet. I should wash that. So I got my clothes, and I put them in the washer, and that takes about 15 minutes. Boom. Oh, okay. Now we're 45 minutes behind schedule. Oh, what's next? Oh, yeah. I gotta clean the pans that I'm gonna use to eat. Oh, wait, I already did that with washing the dishes. Well, you know what I mean. So I did that, and now I could get started with making breakfast. Of course, I did check the phone for updates first thing. That was like the one thing I did on time. And yep, I got everything I needed. I mean, I got the news, I got my personal information all in order. It was all good, lots of updates that I'm real happy with. We'll just put it that way. But then I needed to go for a walk. And so after making breakfast, which was very good, it was 2 thick, delicious, juicy bacons, 2 scrambled eggs, and 3. Oh, wait. 3 buttermilk pancakes, the Krusty's variety. And that was very good. I loved it. Yum, yum, yum. And it gets boring doing dishes and doing laundry and practically any mundane task. So while I was doing this, I decided 2 birds with one stone and just decided to start listening to my Player of Games audiobook right then and there, including when I went on my half-hour walk. And I remember I did say I was going to update on what I thought about it so far. And so here that is. It's a really weird book. Very strange. Basically, it takes place in a future where essentially people have killer immune systems, have been genetically altered to be pretty much zero problems whatsoever. It is a time in this fictional universe where all of our possible basic needs have been covered. And that's thanks to advancements in technology, AI, and understanding of how our genetic processes work. And so, now that humans practically have everything they could ever want or need automated, such as, doctors, manual labor, building, all that practical stuff, there's no such thing as like class systems anymore. Everyone is now on an equal playing field. And now humans interact with these. It's funny because we've been having drone sightings recently in that New Jersey. And actually, I saw a drone myself with my mom on our way back from a Portillo's. And that was crazy. It looked like the size of a car, and it looks like it was going to come down towards us on our way back home. And then it made a quick 360 degree or maybe 90 degree turn, and then it flew off the other direction. And that was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. And I actually caught some on film, although the quality isn't very good. But needless to say, it was quite fascinating. Let me know if you want to see that footage. It's not great, but, better than nothing. If I had more time, I would have zoomed into that sucker to really get all the detail I could have. Anywho, I got sidetracked. Back to the book. Drones, yeah. So in this fictional universe, drones that are powered by an advanced form of artificial intelligence way beyond what we currently have right now with our chatbots and whatever, are basically like companionships and friends to humanity. Not too dissimilar from characters like C-3PO or R2-D2 from the Star Wars movies, which is interesting, to think that the author thought, well, we might as well make the AI robots be able to fly so they don't have to worry about, obstacles on the ground. And that was an interesting choice because he made all of the autonomous robots in this book drones, and they each have their own unique personalities. It kind of reminded me of the personality cores from the Portal video games, if anyone's ever played those. Very reminiscent of that. But yeah, so this is basically a future where humanity's got it good, and the only thing they worry about now is playing games. That's it. And we follow this main character who is the master of games, which is the title of the book. And he's never lost one. In fact, in the book, he's every win is actually a failure because now it puts just that much more pressure on him to succeed in the next game. And that means that in this story, when he's going against this lady in some fictional game, I don't remember what the game was called, but in this game it's apparently a really close call, and it looks like the lady's going to win and he's going to lose. And so this AI drone character tells him that he saw the winning pieces and basically convinces him to cheat as a way of winning the game. But there's a catch. When he does win the game, when it's this close to him losing, his first loss in forever, and he didn't let his pride get to him. He let his pride get to him. But when he wins, turns out that the robot actually had an ulterior motive. He wanted to blackmail him because he was recording their whole conversation about cheating, of which he was going to broadcast and cross-reference with all the data that he had accumulated to basically blackmail this master of games into doing his bidding. And this guy's like all peeved. He's like, "What the heck, bro? What the heck?" And the robot's like, "Yo, I want you to do this one thing for me, and after that, it's probably good. We'll be good." And apparently what he wants him to do is go to this alien planet where he has to play this game that apparently takes 5 years to complete. And it's so intense that whoever wins this 5-year spanning game is going to be crowned emperor of the planet that this game takes place on, with these inhabitants that are alien beings. And the drone wants him to do this so he can get in with his drone buddies or something. I don't exactly remember why he wanted him to do it, but that's how the plot gets set in motion, by this whole trickery between this artificial intelligence drone character and this master of games. And now they has a lot to lose. He decides to accept the challenge. And now I'm currently on this part of the story where he is on this planet with so many where they're like holding a big celebration to get this game started. I have to say it's quite interesting. The ideas it explores, the ideas of trickery, of deception, of where humanity will be once AI has been perfected and can do practically anything humans can do and much, much better. Yeah, it definitely opens your eyes to a very interesting possible future, although I'm not sure how far we are from it. There's scientists out there who say, like, ooh, we're going to get artificial general intelligence, which is a form of artificial intelligence that can do practically anything from cook, clean, draw, film, generate video, talk, the whole shebang in one package, and basically do it much better than people can. And scientists don't think that that's going to be a thing until much, much later, like at least 2050, which means I'll still be alive when that happens, assuming I don't die of something like cancer or whatever. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, it was just an interesting exploration, and I will definitely continue listening to this book and update you on further developments in this plot. So I cut out so much. There's like so many different character interactions with the different drones and the different characters and all that. But I feel like that's an experience that I should really let you experience. I mean, because me describing it to you would probably do the writer of the book a disservice over you just listening or reading it yourself. So that's why I'm not going into the weeds, just the broad general summation. So anyways, yeah, and then just quick thoughts, and there you go. Anyways, after my walk with listening to this book, which I actually started listening to a little later after I woke up, I tried to stay off of YouTube and just got my general updates and, got in home, and I just wanted to have a razor-focused, sharp look on where I wanted to go for the day. And that's what I wanted to do. So finally, I decided to start editing. And what I am editing is a motion comic based on a comic strip from like the late 2000s that I've been having a lot of fun with working on. I'm not going to let any details out yet because it's going to be a while before it's done. I'd rather share more details once it's near completion. I'm just saying I'm working on a project right now, and it's been a lot of fun to work on. Although not entirely. There have been so many problems with editing. And, I'd love it if a program just worked right off the bat and I could dive right into editing and I wouldn't have to worry about waiting through like loading screens or having to restart my computer or having to find different video sounds on YouTube to use as sound effects in my video. But alas, I had to do all that, and severely slowed the process down and made it really hard to really get into the spirit of things, because I just want a smooth as silk and easy to grasp process. And when I've got to deal with so much, fiddle faddle, it makes it difficult to really get into the spirit of things, So, yeah, I ultimately ran into a problem with editing the video where I wanted to use a sound effect that had to do with like having a jar of cookies and shaking it around. And I found a sound on YouTube that I thought was really good, and I wanted to use that. But there's one problem. When I downloaded the video onto my computer, normally when I download a video and then drag the video into my timeline, it immediately transfers on the timeline so I can use that video and cut out the video, use the audio or whatever. But the video was not transferring to the timeline. And no matter what I tried to convert the video into simply an audio file. I tried to lower the resolution of the video to see if that might help. Nothing. It just wouldn't be accepted by my editing software. And this was the case for 2 videos. And it was so annoying. It kept me from executing what I wanted to execute. And ultimately, I got so fed up that I just stopped editing altogether and got my Nintendo Switch and started playing Assassin's Creed 2 instead. So, yeah. And then I got a little bored with that and decided to start filming this video vlog. And that's pretty much what happened today. I mean, there was some extra additional details that I'm not going to get into. Like for example, I was like, someone in my house shared a dream, but I feel like that's their thing to share. I had lunch with my family members. It was like reheated chicken and rice and beans, but those are like superfluous details that, like, I don't know, don't really add to the general theme, but I thought might as well share them anyway since you're here right? So anyways, that's about all there's to say. It was an exhausting day. It was a rewarding day. It was also a day full of hope, but roadblocks as well. You never know what technology is going to throw at you, let me tell you. Yikes. And you never know what chores are going to be thrown at you that you didn't see coming either. Like, you have a plan and you're going to stick to it, but then you got to do a few other things that you need to do, like laundry, like dishes. And so it kind of puts a hamper. So next time I make a schedule, I'm definitely going to take chores into account. So I'll have an all-encompassing view of what to do and how long it takes me to do things. All right, so I'm done now. And thank you for listening. Have a great day, everybody. Good night.